Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you a fast and simple way to start making money online with Amazon by selling simple coloring books. In fact, I'm going to be showing you a seller who's earning over $100 a day from just one single book, and that's over $3,000 a month. And the great news is that you can do the exact same thing, and I'm going to show you how. But here's the best part. It's perfect for beginners because the interiors of these books are actually very easy to create, and you don't need any prior experience or special skills to get started. So if you're new to KDP or you've been looking for a simple way to start making money online that doesn't require a ton of upfront investment, well then this definitely is for you. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So what kind of book are we talking about today that's making over $3,000 a month on Amazon? Well, that's going to be the ABC coloring book. Now, what exactly is the ABC coloring book? Well, essentially, it's a simple book where each page features a letter of the alphabet alongside a picture that matches the letter. Kids can color in both the letter and the picture, making it a fun and educational activity. What's even better is that parents and teachers love these types of books. They're perfect for kids, helping them develop their fine motor skills while also having fun. Plus, they're used as both learning tools and fun activities, which means that they're always in demand. And here's why this niche is so appealing. These books sell consistently year-round, whether it's back to school season, holiday shopping, or just a regular day. Parents are always looking for ways to keep their kids entertained and learning at the same time. So if you've been searching for a way to build a steady income through Amazon KDP, well, this is going to be a great way to start. ABC coloring books are easy to create. They have huge demand and the ability to generate passive income. And with Q4 just right here, right now is the perfect time to jump in and start creating. So today we're going to dive deep into this niche and this type of book, and I'll show you my simple 3-step process that I use that gives me the best chance at getting my book ranked on the first page of Amazon for customers to see and buy. And I'm also going to help you get started by showing you an easy way to create the interior pages of this book. With that being said, let's get right to it. Okay, so here I am on Amazon, and I'm going to show you my simple 3-step process of how I find these niches to create books in so I can make sales on Amazon. So I did a search for ABC coloring book, and something that you might see on your screen that you probably don't have on your Amazon is this Titans Quick View. And so if you've been watching my videos, you already probably have this extension, but if you're new to the video, you're new to the channel, this is called Titans Quick View. This is a free extension that I use that helps me with my KDP research, and it comes from Self-Publishing Titans, and you can download this and install this from the Chrome Web Store. So if you make a search for Self-Publishing Titans, you're going to find these two extensions right here. As you can see, I already have both of them installed, but this is the one that I use frequently right here, Titans Quick View. So go ahead, install this if you want to use it. It's going to help you with your niche and keyword research. It's going to give you things like a niche score, which is part of my 3-step process. It's also going to give you the exact total results. So as you can see, 3,421 on Amazon, it'll just give you a generic over 3,000. So once you get over 1,000 results, it doesn't really tell you the exact number anymore. It'll also give you more useful information here. Things like bestsellers ranks, reviews, and the price. It also gives you the exact match of the books that are using this keyword in their title. It also gives you how many books are independently published, which also means how many books are KDP books. But whenever I'm doing research on a niche, the first thing that I always look at is going to be the total results. So right here, we see 3,421. Now, the way that I validate a niche to see if it's something that's going to be profitable and something that's going to be worth my time is by using my simple 3-step process. Step 1 is going to be looking at the search results. So I'm looking for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high, which means that I might have a chance at landing my book on the first page of Amazon so it can be seen by customers and be sold. Step 2 is going to be looking for demand. So I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are already selling, which means that there's demand for this niche. And step number 3 is going to be a niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View, and I'm looking for a score of at least 50. So back on Amazon, we see total results of 3,421. So right off the bat, this is way too much and it doesn't satisfy my first step. But I did this for a reason, because I want to show you what to do next if you run across this issue. So with the ABC coloring book niche, if you run into this issue where the results are way too high, meaning the competition is too high, is too competitive, there's way too many publishers that are publishing books in this specific niche, the next part is going to be what we call niching down, or finding a sub niche so that we can get the search results lower. And what this means is basically to narrow down this niche. So instead of ABC coloring book, an easy way to find a sub niche or to niche down is to just click on the search bar on Amazon, and it's going to come up with some more suggestions, and you're going to find all of these suggestions right here. So this is called niching down or finding a sub niche. So we have ABC coloring books for kids ages 2 to 4, ages 3 to 5. We have animals, and we have so on and so forth. And so this is just the process of looking through all of these and finding something that has a more manageable around 1,000 or below. And I've actually done the research for you. So let me show you what I found. So this is the niche that I found. It's called ABC coloring book for toddlers and preschool kids. And we can see total results of 1,309. So this is a much more manageable number, way less competitors for this keyword. So this is going to be something more ideal to go after. And this is going to satisfy my first step. And so once that's satisfied, we go on to step 2. Step 2 is going to be looking through the first page here, all the way through the end, and trying to find 3 or more KDP books, that's the keyword, KDP books, that all have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below. So if you have Titan's Quick View installed, you're going to get this box up here that's going to give you some more information. It's going to give you the bestsellers rank right here. And also if you hover over a book, it'll also do the same thing. And so what we're looking for is going to be where it says publisher and it says independently published, which is telling us that this is in fact a KDP book. And the reason why I look for KDP books is because it's telling me that there's already other publishers that are publishing in this niche and are doing well if their books are selling. So that's the key, is finding KDP books, so independently published books that have a BSR of 300,000 and below. So this one, as we can see, independently published with a bestsellers rank of 434. So this is a book that satisfies that step 2. So now I'm just going to look for 2 more books. The book right next to it is also independently published with a bestsellers rank of 57,000. So this is book number 2. The book right next to this one does not say independently published. So I just move on. I don't really care about books that are not KDP books. This book right next to that one, independently published with a bestsellers rank of 47,000. So that's book number 3. So just from these first row of books, my step 2 has already been satisfied. But what I like to do is see how much more demand there is for a niche that I'm researching. So the book right next to it, independently published, bestsellers rank 4,000. This book right here with a bestsellers rank of 2,000. This one has a BSR of 10,000, 56,000, 81,000, 47,000, 32,000, 330. You can see I can go down the list here. There's a lot of books that are ranking very well below the 300,000 that I'm looking for. So this is telling me there is a lot of demand in this niche, my step 2 has been satisfied. And the third step is very simple. I look at this niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View, and if I see at least 50, then my step 3 is satisfied. Once those 3 steps have been satisfied, it's signaling to me that there is potential for profits in this niche. So the next step is going to be to look at one of these books or several of these books to take a deeper look into this niche, look at the interiors. Now, if we take a look at this book, this has a BSR of 434. It also has the bestsellers badge right there. This is a very popular book in this niche. It's probably the most popular book in this niche. And we can see that it was published a couple years ago. So it's already established its ranking. It's doing very well. It sells consistently. This is priced at $3.99. It's very, very low. So the actual royalties on this book is quite low. But nonetheless, it is selling very, very well. In fact, this book is selling about $26 per day, which is about $808 per month. And if we take a look at the sample, we can see the interior of this book is actually very simple. Here is just the letter A and then some very simple graphics in the back. And here's one for airplane, and here's a very simple airplane. Here's one for B, and so on and so forth. So we can see this is a very simple book to make. Now here's another book in this niche. This one's going to be a little bit of a better comparison because it was just recently published. Now this book has a BSR of 2,639. It has a better price point at $5.99. So a little bit more royalties per book here. But it also has the #1 bestsellers badge, has good ratings, and it's starting to rack up the reviews as well. Now, if we scroll down here, we can see this graph. This is the historical BSR of this book. I always like to check this out to see how it's sold. So as we can see, when it was first published, it wasn't really selling. And then around, I would say early September, we can see the sales started to take off. And the way this graph works is if it goes down, the book is selling. And if it's going up, the book is not selling. So we can see how well it's been selling. It's kind of just maintained this 1,000 to 2,000 BSR. And I really don't see it slowing down anytime soon. Now, if we take a look at the sample, it's going to be a very similar type of book. It's actually probably more simple than the previous book. So here's one for apple, and there's a simple apple right there. Here's one for banana, a simple banana right there. Here's one for orange, a simple orange right there. I'm going to show you how to make this type of book pretty easily. But before that, let's go ahead and check out some A+ content. So this is where the publisher can add more details about the book for the customer. So we can see here's some more interiors of the book, and parts of it are colored in. So the customer can see what it would look like if their child was coloring it in. And if we plug the BSR into the sales calculator here and put in that royalty calculator, we can see that it makes about $100 per day, which is over $3,000 per month. And this is going to be mainly because the book price is a lot more than that previous book. So if you remember, that previous book had a bestsellers rank in the hundreds, but it was actually making less money. But because the book price is higher, this is where you can see the difference. So this one's over $3,000 per month. Now that we've gone through my simple 3-step process and we know there's potential for profits in this niche, the next part is how to create these interiors. So let me show you how to do that. So if you don't already have Canva, you're going to want to create a free account. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click right here, custom size, and we're going to create an 8.5 by 11 inch project. So I'm just going to type it in right here, 8.5. Actually, make sure this is in inches right here, 8.5 by 11, and then create the new design. Now we can start building this page. So this is going to be the first page right here. And this is actually pretty simple. All we have to do is find a font that we want to use. I'm going to show you how to turn it into a coloring element. And then we have to find a simple clip art graphic or element to accompany the actual word. So let's start out with the text. Go onto the left-hand side and then go here, add a heading. Now this one, we're going to start with the letter A, but let's actually do a word. So we'll do A, maybe airplane. Once again, you can do this however you want. I'm just showing you an example. I'm gonna make it as big as I can right there while still keeping it fairly small so it doesn't extend to the edge of the page. And then now to turn this into a coloring element, go to Effects, and then here under Style, you wanna look for Hollow. Click this, and as you can see, it turns it into a coloring element. You can play with the thickness. So for now, I'm just gonna put it to about 20, and we can adjust this later. And the other thing too is you can find a different font, find something that fits the type of book that you're making. And so I'm gonna choose this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger like that. On second hand, I'm gonna look for a font that's a little bit thicker so there's actually more area to color. So I'm just gonna go through the fonts that Canva already has and try to find something that'll work here. So let's go ahead and use this one right here. I kind of like this font. And then now all we're gonna do is go to Elements here and search up for an airplane. And I'm gonna do outline right there, airplane outline. And then go to Graphics, see all, and then just find something here that will work. I think I like this one right here. And then just make it bigger like that. Let's put it somewhere in the middle here. And I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm gonna change the color to a pure black. And then I'm going to change the thickness on this effect to kind of make it a little bit thicker so it kind of fits the overall theme of the page a little bit better. And then there you go, airplane, airplane. So for the next page, let's do B. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this or duplicate it. I'm gonna bring it down here, and you can either put it down here, you can put it on the bottom. It really depends what you wanna do, how you wanna create your book. But for this tutorial, I'll just put it on the bottom for this one. So for B, we can think of another word. We could do ball like that, and then look for a ball outline, if I can spell right. And then just find something here. So I kind of like, let's go with this one right here, but instead of ball, I'm gonna do baseball. Put that in the center and change the color to a pure black. And I'm going to make it as big as I can while staying still inside the margins here for the book. And there you go, there's baseball. So we just did airplane, baseball, and then let's do one more. So for C, once again, I'm just gonna duplicate this one right here, and I'm gonna put this one to the top like that. And then think of something with the letter C. So let's do cat, and then let's search up for a cat outline. And let's find something that's similar, that has a similar look to these with the very, very thick lines, and just look for something that'll match that. So here's one right here. And once again, I gotta change this to a solid black, and we're gonna make it as big as we can like this. And maybe I'll put it right here, and then I'm gonna put the word cat off to the side right here. And then there you go. So this is kind of the process. It's very, very simple. You're gonna need to create about 50 images. So you could go through the alphabet, you could do numbers, and then once you have your 50 images, you need to put blank pages in between all of them, because the blank page is gonna act as the backside of the coloring page. And so this page is the coloring page, this is the backside, this is the next coloring page, this is the backside, this is the next coloring page, this is the backside. And then I'm going to just duplicate this just for the tutorial, but once you have a complete book, it should look similar to this. I'm gonna do about 102 pages there. So it should look something like this, where you have your coloring page, blank page, coloring page, blank page, all the way until about 100 pages. Now, once you have your complete book done, your complete interior, to download it, go ahead up here, hit share, hit download, and then choose PDF print. This is the only one that will allow you to upload onto KDP. Flatten PDF, all pages. You want to make sure it says all pages there. And then RGB, or if you're paying for Canva Pro, use CMYK, and then just hit download. And once you have your interior completed, all you really need to do is to create your cover, but that's for another video. So if you want me to make a video on how to design a cover for this niche, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want more KDP resources, I'm talking interiors, keywords, and more. Check the links down below and also check my Gumroad shop and just go through my products there and download whatever that you want. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.